The afternoon sun slanted through the front window, casting honeyed rectangles across the hardwood floor of the entryway. Lana kicked off her white sneakers by the door, the jingle of her keys still faint in her ears. She'd just come back from grabbing an iced latte at the corner cafe, nothing urgent, just an excuse to stretch her legs and scroll TikTok in peace. That's when she saw them. Two parcels sat side by side on the narrow console table, sleek cardboard boxes, both stamped with the same courier logo. One bore a crisp black marker label, Alex, personal. The other, slightly larger, had a bold red sticker. Do not open, fragile. Lana paused. Alex, her 18-year-old brother, was away at a summer music program upstate. He'd been buzzing for days about a surprise he'd arranged, dropping cryptic hints over group texts, "It's coming." And no, Lana, you can't just peek. She bit her lip. Her fingers twitched. It's not like he's here. It's probably just merch. Or a hoodie. What's the harm in a quick look? I'll reseal it, nobody'll ever know. The rationalization came smooth, practiced. She'd done this before, not often, but enough. A glance through Alex's open laptop once. A flipped-through notebook left on the couch. Small trespasses, she told herself. Harmless. But this felt different. The fragile warning, the personal label, it was a boundary, clearly drawn. Still, she reached for the smaller box. In the kitchen, she grabbed the butter knife from the dish rack, dull edge, safe enough, and carefully sliced along the tape seam. Inside, nestled in crumpled craft paper, was a vinyl record. Not just any record, a limited edition pressing of the Nationals boxer, the cover slightly worn at the corners, like it had been loved. Underneath it, a folded sheet of stationery, sealed with a wax stamp shaped like a guitar. Her heart thudded. She unfolded the letter. Dear Alex, saw your cover of Fake Empire on YouTube, your voice gave me chills. This record was mine in college, it got me through a lot. Thought you might want it. Keep singing. Ms. Delgado, your 11th grade band teacher. Lana stared. A lump rose in her throat, unexpected, sharp. This wasn't merch. It was a gift. A piece of someone's history. A trust. And she'd broken the seal. Panicked now, she tried to retape the box. But the original tape wouldn't stick, the cardboard gaped. She pressed down, smoothed the edges, still obvious. Heart racing, she shoved the box under her bed, sliding it deep beneath the dust ruffle. I'll figure it out later, she told herself. Maybe Alex won't notice. But of course, he did. That evening, as Lana scrolled on the couch, Mom's voice floated from the kitchen. Lana? Can you come here, please? There was no anger in it. Just, wait. Mom stood by the console, holding the other parcel, the one without the red sticker. Her expression wasn't furious. It was disappointed. The kind that settled deeper than shouting ever could. Alex just called, she said quietly. He's expecting 2 packages. Says one's special. Lana's stomach dropped. Mom didn't accuse. She simply walked to Lana's room, opened the door, and knelt. A moment later, she emerged with the opened box. She held it out, not aggressively, but like evidence. This was under your bed. Lana opened her mouth. I just wanted to see why. Mom cut in, not unkindly, but firmly. Why did you need to see something that wasn't yours? That was explicitly marked not for you. I thought it was a joke. A hoodie. Something replaceable. Mom shook her head. It's not about the thing, Lana. It's about him. It's about respect. You crossed a line. You broke his trust before he even had a chance to open his own gift. Lana looked down. Her pink crop top felt too tight suddenly. Her jeans, soft, familiar, suddenly heavy. "I'll apologize," she mumbled. "You will," Mom said. "But first, we address the action. Not with words. With consequence." She turned, walked toward the living room. "Come with me." The living room was bathed in the soft, golden light of early dusk. The beige sofa, the potted monstera in the corner, the framed photos on the wall, Lana's graduation, Alex's band recital all looked the same. But everything felt different. Mom sat in the armchair near the window, the sturdy, upholstered one with the curved wooden arms. She patted her lap. "Over my knee. Now." Lana hesitated. At 20, the request felt jarring. Childish. But the look in Mom's eyes wasn't about age, it was about accountability. She walked forward, cheeks burning. Bending slowly, she draped herself over Mom's lap, her pink crop top riding up just enough to expose the small of her back. Her light blue jeans stretched taut across her thighs. Her bare feet dangled, toes curling into the rug. Mom rested one hand firmly on the small of her back, anchoring, not punishing yet. "This isn't about pain," she said, voice low and steady. "It's about remembering. Remembering that boundaries exist for a reason. That trust is fragile, like that parcel. Once broken, it's hard to reseal." Then the first swat landed. Swat. Firm. Centered. Not brutal, but present. Lana gasped, more from surprise than sting. Swat. A little lower, where the denim hugged her seat. A sharp thwack echoed in the quiet room. Swat. She flinched, gripping the armrests. "Mom, 3, Mom counted calmly. For the lie you told yourself, that it didn't matter. Swat. 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 6. For ignoring the label. Do not open. Clear. Direct." Lana's breath hitched. Tears pricked, not from the sting, though that was real, but from the shame. The sheer exposure of being known, seen, handled not as a woman pretending she was above rules, but as a daughter who'd slipped. Swat. 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 9. For betraying Alex's excitement. For taking something that was meant to be his moment. Her hips shifted involuntarily. The denim was warm now, the fabric pressing in. She sniffled, pressing her forehead into the armrest's cushion. Swat. 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 12. So you remember, next time curiosity whispers, you choose respect instead. The last swat landed, and for a long moment, Mom simply held her there, hand resting gently on her back, breathing steady. Not angry. Not cold. Just present. "Sit up," she said softly. Lana pushed herself upright, wiping her eyes with the back of her hand. Her face was flushed, her hair slightly disheveled, but her expression was clearer than it had been all day. Mom handed her a tissue from the side table. "Now. You're going to write him a letter. Not a text. Not a voice note. Handwritten. You'll tell him what you did. Why it was wrong. And that you're returning the parcel, resealed, as best as you can." Lana nodded, sniffing. "Okay." She sat cross-legged on the floor, back against the sofa, and wrote, slowly, deliberately, on cream-colored stationery from Mom's desk drawer. "Alex, I opened your parcel. The one marked fragile. I told myself it was just curiosity, that I'd fix it, no harm done. But that wasn't true. It was harm. Because it wasn't mine to open. That record, that letter, they were meant to be your surprise. Your moment. And I stole that. I'm so sorry. Not just for the box, but for breaking your trust. I'm resealing it now, tape's not perfect. But I tried. I hope Ms. Delgado's note still means as much." I'm working on being someone you can trust with your things, your space, your heart. Lana, she folded it carefully, sealed it in an envelope, and placed it on top of the rewrapped parcel. Mom watched, silent, then finally spoke. Curiosity isn't a crime, Lana. It's human. But acting on it at someone else's expense. That's where we draw the line. In this house, especially in this house, privacy is sacred. Especially between siblings. Lana nodded. I get it now. 2 days later, Alex came home. He walked in lugging his duffel, sunburnt and grinning. Hey, did my stuff come? Mom nodded toward the console. One did. The other had a detour. Lana stepped forward, holding the resealed box and envelope. Her pink crop top was clean, her jeans fresh, but she held herself differently. Quieter. Grounded. Alex. I need to tell you something. She handed him the parcel and the letter. He read it slowly, brow furrowed. Then, he smiled. Not a sarcastic smirk. A real, warm smile. Ms. Delgado sent that. He ran his thumb over the wax guitar. She came to my solo recital senior year. Cried during about today. He looked up at Lana, eyes soft. This means a lot. Like, a lot. He hugged her, brief, brotherly, but sincere. Thanks for giving it back. And for writing this. Lana exhaled, the knot in her chest finally loosening. That evening, Mom gathered them both in the living room. Starting now, she announced, all personal. Mail, parcels, letters, even birthday cards stays sealed until the person it's addressed to opens it. No exceptions. She looked at Lana. And if you're tempted, you come to me. We'll talk. Curiosity's okay. Secrecy isn't. Lana nodded. Deal. Later, as the sun dipped below the rooftops, she helped Mom sort the day's mail. Bills. Flyers. A postcard from Aunt Rita. And, freshly delivered, a new package for Alex. Lana picked it up, turned it over in her hands. The label read, Alex, open first. She didn't shake it. Didn't peek at the seam. She simply placed it gently on his shelf right beside his guitar, his sheet music, his space. Unopened. Respected. Waiting. The pink cotton of her crop top caught the last light of the day, soft. Warm, like a promise kept.